Hey everybody. Hopefully this recording works better than the last one I tried. I was playing Freedom Planet 2, and I was loving it. And is this thing just frozen? Don't do me like that. Thank you. Come on. I was running Freedom Planet 2 no problems. There's no way that this game's gonna have any issue. Is it? Is it? Welcome to Shadows over Loathing. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, that's me. Indeed. That was fantastic, and I love it. It smells like a diner. It smells like they're open. Hopefully you don't have a no shirt, no shoes, no magazine stuck to your face, no service sign on it. Take it off your face. It smells like pie? I'm not talking to you to wipe that look off your face. The copy of Look magazine is stuck to your face. The bathroom's in the back. She points over to the right, as far as you know. Try coffee. You'll like it eventually. Nightingale welcomes all travelers. Pie. It's the bathroom, probably? You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes? My face! There you are. The bathroom. Ooh, it's one of those new meat-operated multi-section phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Yoink. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't even cover their ankles. It's scandalous. And those dances they do, flailing like I don't know what. I thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all those drums and clarinets, such and... What kind of word is that? Jazz. I think our cup got switched. You're supposed to be decaf. Young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey kitten, what is this town? Poughkeepsie. You two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, bullshit, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite, everything's jake. Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I can barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a cancel stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Any pepper? Well, now looks much better. I'm Ethel. I'm Blues. Blues who? Why not? Blues Traveler. I'm pleased to meet you, Blues Traveler. What can I get you? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be any minute now. Good thing, too. You're in Rainford tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's the reason, huh? But it's someone else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. I just got in some trouble back home. Really, you look like such a sweetheart. What'd you do? I beat up a phone booth. Pal, you got a checkered past. Look out. Phone booth, here comes Blues Traveler. And the police are actually bothering to come after you for that? No, I'm just embarrassed about it. Aw, smile sheepishly and walk away. I'm good for now. Concentrating very, very hard on his coffee. Hey there, is that something particularly interesting about that coffee? The first one of the day and my first coffee ever. Ooh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Ah, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. I'll enjoy. Some petty vandals scratched the name Dan Bob onto the surface of this table. Can I go back to the restrooms? You were in there just a few seconds ago. If you go in again, people will think you're weird. Prologue. Please be recorded. As you probably guessed, this is a sequel to, what was it, West over Loathing? And it's basically the Loathing games, but concerning Lovecraft stuff. Shadow over Innsmouth and that sort of thing. You pull out the letter from Uncle Murray and read it again. For Murray Antiques, Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Blues, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quick. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your venturesome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you're able, please. Your Uncle Murray. Clown. There's a clown. Out of that or it's Larry Fine. Maybe it's just Larry Fine. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of the ride when suddenly the bus judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. Bus driver. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope, sorry about that, but we're out of gas. Ah, jeez, you didn't fill up before we left? I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly one tank of gas. Anti-gas tank. Plus one additional can. Swell. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I go except for two reasons. Those being, firstly, being as I'm the bus driver. I'm legally responsible for this bus and I gotta keep an eye on it. Secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fellow that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Well, alright then. Any chance I can borrow your umbrella? It's a left-handed umbrella. I am left-handed, as it happens. But you aren't registered to my umbrella insurance. Nuts. Sorry about that. You do have a flashlight you can use, though. Good luck. Drink red cola. Protect your family. Well, that was hard. pump's full of water. There's a little bit of gas in this pump, but there's no hose on it. Seems like yesterday that sign only cost 6 and 54 meat a gallon. Oh, those were the days. Seems to have run out of surface. A bet. I shall equip the bet. Reuben the Canary? 4 years when I found Reuben, flew in your bedroom and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. Familiar? What's in me luggage? Shouldn't unpack your bag at a dirty gas station, all right? Spare plugs. Use them. There's one object left on the shelf. Snack shelf. You got a cheese loaf. Yeah, nobody in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. A box of cheese loaf brand pasteurized spreadable cheese food product. Modern technology has done some extremely revolting things. Increase your moxie by 1 until you eat something else. Either they're all out of postcards or the scene around here is invisible. Empty old cans, a whole pyramid of them. Sign says employees only. Are you an employee? No. Well, since the place is out of business, I guess it would hurt for you to go back there, I guess. Thank you. If this broken radio can still be considered nice, this is a pretty nice radio. A desk presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. 4 drawers have contained nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. The shelf smells like axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. The shelf is laden with miscellaneous electronic widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for any of them, though. Your shelf is full of personal files. Each object that you examine on the shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. It's weird that the register is pointing towards the front of the store. Loot it. It's mostly empty, but you found some loose chains. Change, rather, not chains. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. No, it's not compulsory. A miserable-looking hitchhiker standing in the rain, illicitly sticking out her thumb. Hi there. Her head slowly turns to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Will you give me a lift? I need to go to Albany. I'm sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh. Also, I don't have a car. What's your name? I'm Blues. Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia, though the circumstances aren't great. What's in Albany? Family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. You know where I can get some gas? Gas. The bus I was on ran out, and the driver sent me to find some more. Bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Okay, then. How about this rain, huh? Looks very surprising, glances around slowly. Oh. It looks very slightly surprising, glances around slowly. Oh. It's raining. Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck on the road, right? I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, any good movies lately? Oh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Nickelodeon. Oh, that's a classic. What'd you think? It was very scary. I liked it. For comedies myself, have you seen the new Buster Keaton one, the cameraman? I don't know what it is. Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Really terrific. Any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? War in the Air. The one I'm thinking of is something on something island. This was something on something island, but I forget. I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works were like the time machine. Yeah, I love that one. I'm glad we were finally able to connect on something, Lydia. So, okay, goodbye. This field extremely coy. I didn't mean to. Hey, I ain't want to be unfriendly, but this private residence ain't y'all barged into. Oh, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside, I guess I assumed this place was abandoned. Well, come morning you'll be right, so you might as well get out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. My name's Blues Traveler. Howdy, Blues, I'm Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. He's got gears, bears, tears. I seem to be mumbling to himself and checking off his mental to-do list. So you moving out? Yep. I finished packing, so now I'm waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff. Yeah, movers coming in the middle of the night? Nah, in the morning, but I went and packed my teddy bear and forgot which box it's in. I can't sleep. I see. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college and there's nothing keeping me here. Never particularly cared for farming anyhow. Just kind of fell into it, you know. So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to. Nice. So what's your story? What are you doing out on late like this? Like this. I got a letter. I'm gonna merge. Sounded urgent, so I'd hop the bus to Ocean City. Ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas. The driver sent me to scavenge for some. Gotcha. Well, I think there's an old gas can out in the barn back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. Gotta warn you, though. You'll have to fight my daughter for it. What? Well, technically I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an autonomous robo-traption to help with the plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a what's-a-tube and got violent. I'm pretty good with machines, but when it comes to those newfangled electrics, I might as well be a dog trying to read Plato. I locked it in the barn. Aha, I see. You're welcome to try your hand against it, but if you got a mind, but be careful, it's got lots of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. Box labeled gears. What's these box of gears? Simone left them behind when she went off to school. Figured I should keep them for her. Makes sense. Are these boxes really full of bears? Did any one of these? Nah, those boxes are all canned pears. Had a little fun writing the labels is all. Can I got one that didn't fit. Oh, gee, thanks. Wait, are these boxes of tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put either one of them in boxes. That don't make any kind of sense. I mean, he's right, but... Leaving this rifle behind? Yep. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going there ain't any varmints. There's vermin to be sure, and critters and such. It's like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of varmint qua varmint, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. No need to fret over right now in any case. The gun is for later. Later? Yep, much later. Uh-huh, okay. Weird device. What's this funny looking thing? That's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be. Don't work on it anymore on account of it being haunted. Haunted? Well, not haunted exactly. A bunch of spiders got in there, and now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. Sure, this duck call is haunted, but you can't remember the story of how it got that way. What spiders? Good job. Oh, I get it now. Shares? What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. Oh, shears. It's a very large box considering meaning that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Sparkler full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to 140? Did you go to college 140 times? No, I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare, and they're all different in interesting ways and shiny. That's the collecting trifecta. Oh, well, okay then. Nothing on the clothesline except for a pair of socks and an old gun. A rusty pistol. Take the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. Oh, I have to choose this time. Pretty sure that last time he was able to... That scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be really aggressive. Show it you aren't scared. What's with my health? I shall give you a thwacking. Ow. Well, that sucked. That thing really shot the crow at it. Yeah. Wait, is my bird gone? Okay, good. Huh. You have to be permanently dense to wander into these woods. Lock the barn. You leave the doors open and leave the key in the lock in case it wants to lock up again later. Fair enough. Huh, I don't see any rampaging robot. It's a nice barrel, it'd be nicer if it had anything in it. You have a recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. Based on the arrangement of the objects around it, you can believe this machine is for turning hay bales into loose hay. Oh, there it is. Water for some long-gone livestock. You're not getting past that thing without destroying it. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. Rest in parts. To a large gain access to this can. 1/3 of full can of gas. That's not good. That is insufficient. We need a full tank of gas. Where's this door lead, I ask you? Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the door since the dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you'll find it of much use. Dust devil? Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, in a real, what does someone call it? A real nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beast, territorial too. Okay, I'll be careful. Hey! Instant at a dry trail. Shoot at a 6-gun mountain. Riders of the Tarnation. Horses of Revenge. Hey, this one's like it's worth a read. The Handgun's Tale. Dadgummit. Ugh. What about this over here? There's a loose floorboard here. Dust Devil's really kicking up some Dickens under there. Drag it out. Maybe you're right. Is there a safe feature? I don't remember. Ooh, this is all haunted. You encounter so many spiders. Bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? Sure, how'd you know the door was to the bathroom, though? I've always had a knack for knowing which door leads to the bathroom is all. Well, good for you, I guess. A vicious clawfoot bathtub. You can see your own face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. You look at yourself in the mirror. I lose. Smile. Hey there, good-looking friend. Oh, what's wrong? Scowl. Why, I gotta worry. Oh, no, 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 no. Cringe. You remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago? Ugh. Freak out. Close your eyes. I'll assume this looks good. Go back to normal. Smile. You flesh kind of hoping it didn't come back to haunt you later. What's with this door? Oh, that's Simone's room. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because I plumb forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented. I see. Turtle. There's a turtle stuck on its back. Why aren't you helping? I am helping it. There you go, buddy. Enjoy blue collar, the honorable choice. An old billboard from before the war. Looks like they drove this boxcar out here, and then they took the track away. Boy, someone must have really hated this boxcar. Cheerful-looking hobo tootles idly on a harmonica and drops his tootle. Hi there, I'm Blues. Hi there, neighbor, I'm Howard. Pleased to meet you. Don't actually from around here. Well, the way I see it, this whole country is my home, so everybody's a neighbor. Oh, that's nice. Either that or they're all trespassers who better get off the property. I'm just joshing you, friend. Care for some jerky? What kind? Clam. It's a local delicacy. Huh. Sure, I'll have some. Clam jerky. It's always nice to get a gift from a kind stranger, but it's especially nice when that gift is dried flesh. There you are, can't buy stuff itself like eating a dried slug with salt. Kind of think that that's exactly what it is. You're really selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the locals are a bit weird. Okay. Where are you from? Originally from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails. Rode the rails from Hawaii? Yep. Real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right. Everything going back? They only got the one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back and visit once they build the second one, though. Huh. Live here? Not permanent-like. I've been camping out here a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the boss has sent a railroad bull to run everybody off. Railroad bull? Like a cop? You could say that. I think he's still prowling around out back. Care to test your metal? Don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good useful club once he gets it off you. Any plans for the future? Well, word on the wall is there's a camp forming in Ocean City. Figure I'll mosey on over there once this rain lets up. Word on the wall? I've never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine? Yeah, similar. What you got there? Is your knapsack your only luggage? Oh, that ain't mine. Been there before I arrived. Nobody able to figure out how to open the dang thing. You can figure out the trick, you're welcome to do it. You inspect the bag. It appears to be latched from one of those puzzles made out of bent needles and steel wires. Howie just wasn't harmonicking Dixie. I'll leave it alone. An open fire in an enclosed space. Classic. Some incomprehensible glyphs are scrawled on by that. Ooh. Well, we'll have to call it a video here. I'm Blues32. This is Shadows over Loathing. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.